welcome to Crimson Guitars. Welcome to a MIDI tutorial. I don't know. This is slightly longer than usual. It's not a mini tutorial. It's MIDI. And I can't think of a musical instrument digital interface joke to add there, so you're gonna have to come up with them yourselves in the comments below. All right, truss rod covers. This is a guitar that I built, crikey, quite a while ago now. Number 156 last year sometime, and custom shop, copper, all sorts of craziness. And when I was building it, I didn't make a truss rod cover. I didn't think it was necessary. But the guitar has come back in for its 6-month free setup, so there we go, 6 months ago. And I saw the gap and I thought, actually, do you know what, it kind of does need a truss rod cover of some sort. So here we go, we're gonna make one. Now, the main reason you're about to turn off, and I understand this. No, my goodness, I used a square on a non-flat side. That's terrible. The main reason why you should keep watching is not the actual making of the truss rod truss rod cover. It is what I do at the end. This is the ultimate guitar building clickbait. He's going to make a truss rod cover. You're not going to believe what he does next. Alrighty. Fretboard leveling file. I'm just angling slightly. Another option, and probably the easier one, is a leveling beam, and you just put that on your workbench and use that. Now, I've got a 12 degree or so angle headstock on here, so roughly I need a 12 degree angle there. Now, inlay there, the distance. I'm filming this, I'm just doing it really quickly. The best way to do actually is to measure and then see where we end up. 31. So, in the middle, that'll do. This is a sort of very quick and rough shape I've been doing recently. I probably should have a template, but where's the fun in that? All right, so okay. Good old leveling beam. Okay, so we have a shape. It's roughly what I want it to be. And there we go. I need to sort my angle out because it doesn't match the angle of the letter in that. Oh, I remember that inlay. I burnt that from one side to create a sort of gradient. I remember thinking I was so clever when I did that. Little did I know. Self-deprecating humour, people seem to like it. You shouldn't pull back with a file, it blunts them. I'm breaking my own rules. You're going to have to get your pitchforks out. There we go. That works a little bit better. Now I want this to be slightly shaped. Again, there are many, many different ways you can do this. Files, rasps, chisels. I prefer blades. I really like. Where are my sharp chisels? That's sharp. That's overkill. Oh my goodness. I have far too many chisels and none of them are sharp enough. The biggest tool possible. Now, I prefer blades for several reasons. That's already given me a perfect finish. Now, the problem is, on the other side, it's sort of left-handed and weird. So I'm going to have to just quickly use the super glue and masking tape trick, which is very useful. Super glue down one side, burnish it down. Sorry, masking tape down on one side, burnish it down. Masking tape on the other, burnish. Super glue. I have some accelerator somewhere, I would hope. 3. There we go. I tend to use accelerator on the other side just because. And then, there we go. Now, that is there. It's not moving. It's, in fact, we can leave it there for the entire time. It's also going to be very, very easy to take off at the end, whereas double-sided tape is a bit of a nightmare. Tighten your vise. Double-sided tape moves all over the place, and it does not come off easily. Okay. There we go. I like that. That's actually got quite a nice shape to it, and we're gonna keep it like that. Now, I could have gone through the grits, 600, 400, 600 probably, and I already started with something that was fairly well finished anyway. The cuts from my chisel are fine. The only thing I need right now is a hole. Check these beasties out, seriously now. For mag, we sell their long drill bits in the store, but this is a set going up from 1 mil in half-mil increments in Brad Point drill bits of amazing quality. It is the set of drills to die for, and that is not hyperbole. Okay, because that is held down with the masking tape and super glue trick, it's not going anywhere, and pulling through the back didn't rip anything out. If I was holding that down, I would have been scared at that point. There we go. Okay. Clickbaity title. In clickbait, they don't always actually give you what you were expecting. End of video. Okay. Now, Dremel, a little felt buffing wheel of mediocrity, and some buffing compound. And actually, I'm on video. I always wear eye protection, all the time, almost. Yeah, there we go. Better ones that don't have super glue on the lens. My old master once spent a day and a half. He put his glasses in his pocket next to some sandpaper, and then he spent a day and a half polishing the one lens that got scratched. And how's the polishing going? How's the polishing? Can you see again? Can you see again? Oh, it's still scratches. I've polished it with all the grades of micro mesh. I've changed my prescription. It's the single stupidest thing I've ever seen an intelligent man do. It was wonderful. Anyway, digression. So, get a little bit of buffing compound on there. I said a little bit, I actually put a little bit too much, to be honest. Now, let me get the excess off. I think what I actually need to do, I need to sand the sides down a little bit and gain access. One of my favorite tools, made in the 50s by Tyzack and Sons. Used to be saw makers and all sorts. They made a world-renowned trowel. But I just love this. Yeah, get a close-up of that. I'm a tool whore and I'm unashamed. Okay, so I got a slightly strange finish because I had sanded the top perfectly and just left it straight off the chisel. While the chisel finish was fine, it didn't actually match, and that's not ideal. People develop allergies to ebony. Can you imagine? Or rosewood. Flame maple. I'd deal with it. I'd inject flame maple dust into my blood every night in small amounts to build up an immunity. Or not. Okay, this video has been a little bit digressy, I'm sorry. All right. There we go. A little bit less buffing compound. No other finish required. And there we have it. One shiny ebony truss rod cover and about 4 digressions. Now, the buffing compound itself is basically gone. We've just polished the wood up as much as it will be polished. You don't even have to use buffing compound. There are oils and finishes and types of lacquers and things that wood turners use that in this use would be would be awesome, really. So experiment, play around, but there we go. Sorry, that whole sentence I was trying to figure out what I was trying to say. Friction polishers. Look into friction polishers. There we go. Now I've miscalculated this because, of course, this is a burnt copper, melted copper top. So I'm going to have to now go and age that truss rod cover a little bit. But anyway, it's all been fun. Thank you for watching. Click like, subscribe. Please share with all your friends and social media networks and all that jazz, because everything helps. And check out crimsonguitars.com. This episode has been sponsored by me. This episode has been sponsored by Joe Bonamassa's awesome stringing technique on tunematic tailpieces that actually completely messes with the string break angle on this particular guitar. But what can you do? Have a fantastic day. Goodbye. Go polish some wood. What?